Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, doing a podcast style video talking about the 49ers, looking at Kyle Shanahan and his coaching tree so far, branching off into the NFL, to the head coaching rankings. I'm so excited for what these guys have to offer for their new teams, respective teams, and I'll be talking all about that. We'll talk about Sean McVay's tree being really big, and it's a really good one. Let's talk about Kyle Shanahan's, a very underrated one where a lot of guys are having success as of this video. I don't know in a few years from now if they're going to have it, but hopefully they do, and I'm always rooting for them, definitely. And we do have a certain assistant coach that will probably get a head coaching job next year in 2023. I'll talk about him in a second. I'm going to have a great Thursday, nothing too crazy for me. Football is coming up on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern time against the Atlanta Falcons. Should I go to that game? Probably not, because it's 4 hours away from me. I could have went to the Carolina game last week, but I'll be at the Rams game in a few weeks. If you guys are going, please let me know. I definitely would love to see some of you guys, because wouldn't it be cool to get recognized, right? I'm just kidding, but it'd be really cool to see a lot of you guys that watch my videos, and we could talk all about football if you want to. I'll try to be there a few hours early before the game. I think it's at 1:05 or 1:25 Western time, or Pacific time, I should say. So that'll be a fun time. I'll have more details. I'll probably have a separate video out in the next week or two. All right, let's just get this started. But before I do, per usual, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. I'm just going to get this started. 49ers coaching tree, Kyle Shanahan. So we all know Kyle Shanahan. He's a very successful head coach for the 49ers and in the NFL in general. He's been everywhere, all around the places, from the little graduate assistant at UCLA, I think, for a year, all the way till now in San Francisco. I know, right? That's a long way until now. I think he used to be a wide receiver at the University of Texas. That's crazy right there. I never knew he was in a playing position, but hey, coaching is his calling call, and he's been doing a really good job ever since he's been in the NFL. He's worked with his dad, Mike Shanahan, in Washington. Was it a big success? Yes and no. I mean, they were able to develop RG3 into a great rookie sensation, and then he got hurt in that game against Seattle, and it was never the same ever again. And then a year or two later, they got fired in Washington. But in that whole crew, there was a lot of people on that coaching staff. You had Sean McVay. You had, who else was on that? I think Matt LaFleur as well. That was just a really stacked coaching staff, and that 1 year when they made it to the playoffs with RG3, that was their biggest crowning success, but unfortunately, a lot of them was let go. McVay stayed for another year or two, had a lot of success with Kirk Cousins, and was able to get a job in Los Angeles, and he's doing a great job over there. I got to give it to him. He did win a Super Bowl. That does count. Yes, it does, although whatever, it is a Super Bowl win, and shout out to him for that. But Shanahan's tree has been all over the place. I mean, currently 2 guys are currently in the NFL right now. As of this video, as of 2022 season, we got Robert Saleh, former defensive coordinator, a lot of success with the 49ers defense. He was the guy that built it from the ground up when Shanahan was hired in 2017. He was there from the beginning, and there was a lot of struggles. Yes, there was a lot of struggles. If you guys don't forget or remember, it was a really difficult time. The defense was giving up a lot, but then 2018, they were showing a little bit of progress. 2019 was the year they just completely took off and became a top defense in the NFL. It was just one of the great spectacular performances I've seen, especially in the playoffs. The playoffs, they were just absolutely dominant, and they played really well in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, but couldn't hold on. Had a 10-point lead, and I don't really want to talk about it, but overall, a huge success for Saleh, and I could understand why he got head coaching opportunities and interviews during that process, but he decided to stay for one more year in San Francisco. 2020 was a COVID-restricted year. Saleh, with all the restrictions and everything like that, and all the injuries, I think we all remember. That's why we had a 6-10 season in that year. But the defense was still ranked top 5 in yards allowed. It was a very, very great coaching performance, and another year, 2021 offseason, to get more coaching opportunities, and he ended up taking the New York Jets head coaching job. A little bit struggles at first. I mean, this kind of really similar to Kyle Shanahan's time in San Francisco, if you remember. I mean, the first 2 or 3 years, it was a big struggle, but then after that, the third year, he was able to take off. Saleh right now, he's in his second year, I believe, and he's doing a great job so far. They're currently 3-2. They just beat Mike McDaniel's Miami Dolphins. I'll be talking about him in a second. A lot of success so far, and I hope to see him do great things with that team. They have a very young, talented team. It's run really similar to the 49ers right now. Mike LaFleur, Matt's brother, is the offensive coordinator. He's doing really good things for him, and a lot of people were criticizing him in this first season, but he didn't really have much to work with. But so far, everything is going well. They have a lot of great rookies like Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, man, those guys are just awesome. And I do root for the Jets low-key just because Saleh's there, and I got to show love to the former 49ers assistant coaches. And I think Shanahan, in a few years, he'll have even more coaches to become NFL head coaches, not just Sean McVay, but those two guys have done really good positive impacts for the NFL in general, and we'll see their imprint for years to come. And so far, we're seeing a lot of it right now. But Saleh, shout out to him. He's done a great job so far in New York, and I think he could turn around this year. If not, if it's still a struggling season, just because it's the second year and stuff happens, rebuild mode, then I expect next year to be even excellent. So hopefully he has a great year, but we'll see what happens for the rest of the year. Shout out to you, Coach. Next guy up, Mike McDaniel. We don't know as much as Saleh, because Saleh coordinated the whole defense. Mike McDaniel was only the offensive coordinator for 1 year, technically, but it was weird because Shanahan did all the call plays, and he still does do all the call plays, but McDaniel was there. He probably learned a lot under Shanahan, the way he coaches, the way he does X's and O's, and I'm pretty sure that him and Shanahan have a thing of with Deebo Samuel being the wide back, is what a lot of people are calling him, being a running back, receiver, lining up just anywhere you want, XYZ receiver spot, even a tight end spot just for fun. Well, not really for fun, but for a reason. Mike McDaniel, he probably has a lot to do with that, and he's had a lot of success in Miami in his first year. I can't wait to see what he does. He's a quirky guy, interesting fellow. A lot of people think he's kind of weird, but hey, it's a big change from Bill Belichick in the AFC East, right, where Belichick was more quiet, more to himself, didn't really say much. But McDaniel, he could just talk all day if he wants to. He's a great guy so far, and he's doing a good job in Miami. The whole Tua thing is a little iffy, but at the same time, he's got him in the right direction. And with all the pieces that they have, Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, that defense, they're doing a really good job, really, really good job. It's been many, many years since the Dolphins have had anything respectable for their franchise. They had Addict-based years ago, and then Brian Flores. It was hit and miss, but didn't make it too far. But McDaniel, he's been able to turn the team around for the most part, and I can't wait to see what he does in the next few years. We do play him, I think, in December, so I'm excited to see what he does against Kyle Shanahan, his old big coach, right? Big boss, I guess you want to call it. That's going to be exciting, and I can't wait to play him this year in 2022. So, congrats to him on the head coaching opportunity. He's running away with the good opportunity so far, and I hope he does good for the next few years in Miami. And last up, I think we can all talk about Mr. DeMeco Ryans, current defensive coordinator for the 49ers, having a blast right now watching his defense. 2021, he took over for Saleh after he left for the New York Jets. He's done a great job for the first year and a half as of this video. 2021 was a little bit of struggles with the defensive backs, but still, they were able to have a dominant front seven, and the way he coaches that team, they just seem so excited to play for him. Fred Warner having great years under him. I mean, Ryans, he used to be a middle linebacker in the NFL. He knows what it's like to be in a player's position, be in a player's foot, and it's working out really well. A top 5 defense in 2021, 2022. I would argue to say it's the best defense in the NFL. It's gotten even better. The defensive backs are a lot better than it was, although Emmanuel Moses getting hurt for the rest of the year. That is going to hurt a lot for the rest of the season. But at the same time, I'm excited for the guys that they have under him. Samuel Womack, he's a rookie. DeMontre Lenore, he has some potential. And Jason Verrett, he's the big wild card. I think he could do great things, but I don't think they're going to be rushing him back anytime soon for another week or two. So I do not expect him for another week or two. But overall, DeMeco Ryans, awesome coaching job. And the Panthers game was just an epitome of what his coaching prowess is as a head coach. I know it's against the Panthers, nothing too special there, but to be able to be dominant against them, against the Rams, against the Broncos, I mean, that's really good right there. You can't really say anything bad about that. In 2023, I expect him to get a head coaching opportunity somewhere. Last year, this past offseason, 2022, he was offered another interview with the Vikings, but he did not take the job. He ended up staying with the 49ers, so I'm happy for him. Hopefully this is the year we win the Super Bowl, and then he can go on to greener pastures and go to a head coaching opportunity, which the Panthers, that could be a good option. I'd love to see him here at home in Charlotte, North Carolina. I mean, they have a good defensive pieces. He can turn that team around. He just needs to work on the offense. If he was in Carolina, that'd be awesome right there if he could take the job in 2023 offseason, assuming that they don't give the job to Steve Wilkes right now, who is the interim head coach. But he would be a great head coach in Carolina if he does take the job next year. I'm excited for what he does for the rest of the year. I'm excited for his future opportunities take him, and he will be a head coach in the NFL very, very soon. It'll be very, very soon. I'm pretty sure he's getting a lot of phone calls right now about next year, and probably by the end of the season, he's going to get a lot of interviews. He should be a big hot name up for this upcoming offseason coaching period. So, yeah, 3 guys right there already. Shanahan's only been in the NFL for a few years in terms of being a head coach for the 49ers. He's done a wonderful job with this team. He's done a wonderful job coaching these coaches and just letting them branch off and be head coaches. It's just a complete turnover cycling machine. It's like college football. Nick Saban in Alabama, all his guys are becoming college coaches, NFL coaches, stuff like that. That's what's going on with Kyle Shanahan right now. I'm excited for the assistant coaches that come and go, for offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators becoming head coaches, assistant coaches becoming coordinators of whatever side of the ball that they're at. It's just a lot of fun to see, and I'm always happy for these guys wherever they go, personally as a fan, because these guys work really hard to get the opportunity to be a head coach, and they rightfully deserve it for the most part, I think. But anyways, that's it, guys. It was kind of a long video talking about the whole coaching staff. I just enjoy seeing guys grow and stuff like that and lead their own team to success. And I hope Saleh, McDaniel, DeMeco Ryans, and any other future assistant head coaches that become head coaches under Shanahan, they have great success in wherever they're at, and that's all I can appreciate. So appreciate Shanahan for bringing all these guys in. They've done great for the 49ers, but it's time to move on and become the big boss, right, of their respective teams. That's it, guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the whole coaching staff for Kyle Shanahan. Is it impressive? Do you like Sean McVay's better? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this, per usual, like and subscribe, share it, all that cool stuff, and I'll catch you guys up the rest of the week. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Go 49ers all day.